This article's written by Benjamin Freed.
Yeah, and it's entitled "Alt-Right Trolls Are Targeting DC's DIY Music Houses," and they have this iStock photo of looks like a Russian hacker, probably
crouched over a tiny laptop. And it looks like this ties into what you were talking about before the break, Bulby, about taking over these spaces. That's good. The DIY music houses. That's a much beloved punk rock liberal tradition there, Goy. That's good.
they're not trying to take them over. They're trying to get the fire marshals to shut these buildings down. So after the big Oakland fire, when Cat smiled on the Bay Area and killed 36 musicians and other miscellaneous shitbags. It was because of these people kind of like they're degenerates. They squat in these buildings, and a lot of them aren't up to code. They're not taken care of. There's no regulations and whatever. And so this is a common theme, goes all over the United States. And I guess the accusation here is that there are just some concerned citizens out there that are calling the fire marshal and making sure that everybody's safe. Everybody's going to be okay. So they're doing their civic duty. Isn't that what this is all about? We want to make sure that people don't die in a fire. So we're making
the last thing we would want is for liberals to die in a fire. The alt-right trolls targeting DIY music houses. Another one here. 4chan trolls want to quell anti-Trump dissent by shutting down DIY venues and art spaces. There's just like a whole slew of experimental comedy clubs that are basically illegal, that are getting shut down.
They're illegal. They don't have licenses. Yeah. They don't belong there. I mean, and you chase these people out. This is the only way that they can survive and kind of, become these like little hives of whatever that is that they do. So I don't know.
Scum and villainy.
Yeah.
Posters label themselves a right-wing safety squad. Something akin to guardian angels preventing unwitting leftists from getting themselves killed. In this thread, one poster lists every space they've reported, including anarchist collectives, comedy clubs, co-ops, music spaces, and LGBTQ safe spaces in places like Salt Lake City, Austin, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Savannah, and even Vancouver. Reminiscence of swattings that happened during... Yeah, that's real reminiscent. You remember what swattings were? Where you would get...
what is that?
The swatting was like somebody would get the SWAT team to respond to somebody's house and bust their door. This is real reminiscent of that. Because swatting, that's an actual prank. That's actually if they find out you did that, you're fucking going to jail for that. This is you're just enforcing the laws that are on the books, guy. Same like we're going to do with immigration here. The law's already there. We're just going to start enforcing them. But I like this here. There's the two stories I've clicked through, and none of them have given me the citation needed from this story. A Brooklyn club, the Experiment Comedy Gallery, was shut down by the New York City Fire Department. A surprise inspection was kicked off from an anonymous tip, but owner Mo Fatalbat, I missed. Whatever, Mo Fatalbat told Brooke Ellen, I guess that's some other shitty website, he believes a far-right comedian he recently banned from the space was the tipster. It's citation needed. I've read 3 stories now linking to that same thing.
Wait. There's a far right comedian.
I know. I mean, that's what I mean. Who? They won't name the name. I've clicked through several stories on this same claim. It's just it was a far right comedian. Yeah, sure it was. Because I'm clicking through, waiting for it to be Sam Hyde, but no one else. But no one. It's just.
No, he's not a comedian. He's an actual domestic terrorist. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, one of the great things about this article, though, at the end is this quote from one of the residents at a DIY house in Washington. He said, maybe it's just good if we get off Facebook altogether. Makes us feel more solidarity with each other. Things have to go back to being more underground again. Yeah, dude, get these people out of the public space.
That's the whole point. Take your marginalized voice and go back to the margins. Go back underground. Please, get back in the fucking closet. That's what the fucking name of this game is. You were never meant to see the light of day. You are inhibiting the very human evolution that you suddenly don't believe in anymore because it involves race, and you're harming the entire world in civilization. Go away.
You objectively harm the civilization you're trying to pretend like you're a part of.
You are the
So how about go away?
You are the mistakes that Mother Nature normally in a better time would have culled for us. the schoolyard bullying would have made sure that you never got a girlfriend, that you never got to well, now they're never going to get a girlfriend and never breed anyway because they can't decide which of the 1488 genders they are. So that takes care of that problem, I guess. But we still have to put up with your existence until you finally die of something that our plethora of treatments and drugs and fucking modern medicine finally won't be able to treat because you've had too many things up your butt at once. Eventually, one of them is going to kill you, I hope. But Lord knows how long it's going to take.
That's almost like, was it really more cruel to have killed off the weak ones now that we get to see how the weak ones basically predate on each other and just slowly wither away in these most, like, your average, like, sicko kin boy homo is like, what? If he makes it to 40, he's fucking ancient. He's like the Obi-Wan of butt sex. And,
oh my God. If you pause me now, I'll only become even more powerful than ever before.
I'll only become more powerful. But it's like, but they have hundreds of sex partners. They just abuse each other, and then they prey on children. And they're destructive. They're into sharing needles. The underbelly is so nasty, and it's one of those things. It's like, why are we even trying to pretend like, even when you get the elite sample of Kin Boy, it's still so disgusting and unnerving and just gross and why do we have to celebrate that? Why do we have to parade that around? It's supposed to be in the gutter. That's why the gutter was made.
That's right. That's why it's there. Oh, fuck. I mean, night's ruined again. This shit always ruins my day. That's the problem. But yeah, this is a really great quote at the end there. Things have to go back to being more underground again. It's like, go back underground, and we literal Nazis we're gonna come above ground. It's gonna be all better. Everything's gonna be better.
Yep.